Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to online mathematics class. So in the last class we have completed chapter 7 integration. So in today's class we are going to start with the next chapter, that is chapter 6, application of derivatives. So this chapter is there for 10 marks for your annual exam. So this is there for 10 marks, and on this chapter you will get one 5-mark question, one 3-mark question, and one 2-mark question for your annual exam. So here we are going to study about the application of the differentiation, where exactly we are going to use the concept of differentiation. So see here, we will be using differentiation to determine the rate of change of quantities. Rate of change of quantities. Rate of change of quantities, and then we will use differentiation to find the intervals for increasing as well as decreasing functions. That means in which interval it is going to increase and in which interval it is going to decrease. And we will also use the differentiation to find the intervals for strictly increasing as well as strictly decreasing functions. So here increasing and decreasing functions. Increasing and decreasing functions. So to find the intervals we are going to use the concept of differentiation. And then the next one, it is tangents and normal. So it is tangents and normal. So here if you consider the curve, any curve whose equation is y equal to f of x. So it is y which is equals to f of x. So this is going to be the tangent, a line which touches the curve at only one point. So this is the tangent. To find the equation of this tangent, so we are going to make use of the concept of differentiation. So this will be the normal, the perpendicular line. This is going to be normal, whereas this is going to be tangent. And then, so the next one, it is approximations. Approximations. So here also we will be using the concept of differentiation. For example, you know the value of root 25. It is 5. Is that clear? Then what is the value of square root of 25.6? How do you find the value of this? Or square root of 36.6 or 26 to the power 1 by 3. That means the cube root of 26. So in order to get the value of these quantities, we make use of the concept of differentiation. And lastly, it is maxima or minima. So there also we will be using differentiation. So it is, the next one, it is maxima and minima. So if you consider the function, so at some point it is going to attain the maximum value. Is that clear? At some point, this point, it is going to attain the maximum value. So this point is going to be point of maxima, and this value will be the maximum value. Or if you take another curve, at some point it is going to attain the minimum value. So this is going to be the point of minima, whereas this value will be the minimum value. Is that clear? So here also we are going to make use of the concept differentiation or the derivatives. So now we are going to start with the rate of change of quantities. So we'll start with the first concept. So now it is the rate of change of quantities. So here one quantity varying with the parameter. For example, how do you define the speed in physics? You have studied this in your first PUC or in 10th standard. So it is ds by dt. ds by dt. Here the rate of change of distance with respect to time. This is how we define the speed. Or if you take the area and volume, they will be varying with or changing with respect to its radius or the time. So for example, if I take this circle whose radius is r, and whereas we'll take the cone so this will be the height and this will be the radius r. So here now the area is going to change with respect to the radius. That is, we write dA by dr. One quantity varying with respect to another one, that is the radius. So here if you take the volume, so here we can write this as dV by dr. The volume of the cone is varying or changing with respect to its radius, or else the volume can vary with the time, dV by dt. Here the quantity volume is varying with respect to the time. So this is all about the rate of change of quantities. Now if you write in terms of dy by dx, see here, so here the meaning of dy by dx is so one quantity, that is y. The quantity y is varying with respect to another quantity, that is x. So that is the meaning of dy by dx. So here only one variable or one quantity is varying with respect to another quantity. So in case if two variables x and y are varying with respect to another variable or another parameter, that is t, in that case we make use of chain rule to get the rate of change of quantities. So if two variables x and y varying with respect to another one, that is t. So here the two variables x and y are varying with respect to the third parameter, that is t. In that case we write dy by dx, which is equals to dy by dt whole divided by dx by dt. This is how we find the rate of change of the quantity with respect to the parameter. So this is all about the concept of rate of change of quantities. Then we'll move on to the exercise 6.1. Okay, let us start with the exercise 6.1. In that, the first main question it is, find the rate of change of the area of a circle with respect to its radius r when we have two cases here. So the first one it is r equal to 3 centimeter, and here the second one it is r equal to 4 centimeter. So here we will write the equation of, the formula of area of a circle. We know that area of a circle A, which is equals to pi r square, A which is equals to pi r square. So this is the standard known formula, and he says find the rate of change of the area of a circle with respect to its radius. That means we have to go for dA by dr. So here dA by dr dA by dr is nothing but differentiate both the sides with respect to r. ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಇದು pi is a constant, derivative of r square with respect to r will be 2r. So overall we get 2 pi r. So here it is a rate of change of the area with respect to its radius, that is 2 pi r. Now I will have to take both the cases. So here case A is going to be when r equal to 3 centimeter, when r is equals to 3 centimeter, then dA by dr, this implies dA by dr which is equals to 2 pi into small r, that is 3 centimeter. It is 6 pi and we have to write the unit. What will be the unit now? In the numerator we have the area, that means it will be centimeter square, by what is there in the denominator, it is the radius, so it will be in centimeter. So overall 6 pi centimeter square by centimeter per centimeter. Now we will have to go for the second case, that is the case B. When r which is equals to 4 centimeter, when r equal to 4 centimeter, this implies dA by dr which is equals to dA by dr which is equals to 2 pi into 4. So dA by dr which is equals to 8 pi and we will have to write the unit. So again it is centimeter square per centimeter. So this is all about the first problem and then we'll go for the second problem. Well, the second problem it is the volume of a cube is increasing at the rate of 8 centimeter cube per second. How fast is the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is 12 centimeter? So here he is talking about the volume of a cube and surface area of a cube. Volume of a cube, the formula it is V equal to x cube or V equal to a cube. If you take the length of the side as or the edge as x, it will be x cube. In case if you take the length of the side as a, it is a cube. And the surface area is going to be 6x square or 6a square. So I will be writing those two formulas now. So here V, volume of cube V which is equals to x cube, V equal to x cube and surface area of cube S which is equals to 6x square. So these are the two standard formulas, and here he has given the volume of a cube is increasing at the rate of 8 centimeter per second. Here observe the unit, it is centimeter cube. That means if it is centimeter square it will be area, if it is centimeter cube it must be volume. It is changing with respect to time, that is why here in the denominator we have the second. This is going to be dV by dt. So here given dV by dt which is equals to how much? 8 centimeter cube per second. And then how fast is the surface area increasing when the length of an edge is 12 centimeter? That means here we have to find ds by dt when x equal to 12 centimeter. So here we have to find ds by dt. Then so also he has given x which is equals to 12 centimeter. X will be 12. So it is 12 centimeter. So now I call this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Now differentiate equation 1 with respect to x. What do we get? So it is, with respect to t, dv by dt, which is equals to, we have to differentiate this with respect to t. So we get 3x square into dx by dt, 3x square into dx by dt. So now dv by dt, we'll be writing here. So dv by dt, we know the value of dv by dt. So how much it is? 8 centimeter cube per second. So it is 8, which is equals to 3x square. I'll be writing it as it is. So it is 3x square into dx by dt. Now take 3x square to the left hand side, it goes to the denominator. So overall dx by dt, which is equals to 8 divided by 3x square, 8 by 3x square. So this is dx by dt. Now we have to go for the surface area, that is s equal to 6s x square. So now differentiate. So differentiate equation 2 with respect to t. With respect to t. So both the sides we have to differentiate with respect to t. So we get ds by dt, which is equals to 6, write it as it is, then derivative of x square will be 2x. So 6 into 2x will be 12x. So we get 12x into dx by dt, into dx by dt. So overall ds by dt, which is equals to 12x into dx by dt. What is the value of dx by dt? It is 8 by 3x square into 8 by 3x square. So now, so here x and x get cancels, 3 ones are 3 4s are. So what do we get now? ds by dt, which is equals to, so now 8 into 4 it is 32. 32 divided by x. We have one x term in the denominator. So divided by x. So now ds by dt at x equal to 12 centimeter. When the length of an edge is 12 centimeter. So that is why I will be taking x equal to 12. So x which is equals to 12. So now in place of x I write 12. So 32 divided by 12. So let us simplify this. ds by dt, which is equals to, so it is 4 8s are 4 3s are, exactly 4 8s are 4 3s are. We get 8 by 3, and for this we will have to write unit. See here we have s, that is the surface area. It has to be centimeter square. Then per or by, we have t, that is the time. So overall 8 by 3 centimeter square per second. So this is the required rate of change of, or the increase in the surface area when the length of an edge is 12 centimeters. So this is all about the second problem. So mark this as important for 5 marks.